One press reporter in the Berkeley University in the beginning, he wrote his article and he wrote that after hearing this Hare Krishna for a few minutes, I came home chanting all the road Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So when we conquer over these base qualities, then we become happy. Tada rajastamo bhava kama lobha dayasthaje cheta iti anavidhyam. When the consciousness is not influenced by these base qualities, cheta iti sthita sati prasidati, being situated on the platform of Satagun, he feels happy. That is the beginning of spiritual life. When so long the mind is disturbed by lusty desires and greediness, there is no question of spiritual life. Therefore, the first business is how to control the mind so that it may not be influenced by the base quality, lusty desires and greediness. We have seen in Paris, old man, 75 years old, is going to the nightclub because the lusty desire is there. He pays $50 for entering the club, and then he pays further for other things. So even he is 75 years old, the lusty desire is there.
Fall out of the spiritual sky at once or at different times, or are there any souls that are always good, they're not foolish, they don't
No,
fall
there
out?
are majority, 90%, they are always good. They never fall down.
So we're among the 10%.
Yeah.
Does
Or
Krishna
less
know-
than that. In the material, whole material world, all the living entities, they're just like in the prison house. There are some population, but they are not majority. The majority of the population, they are outside the prison house. Similarly, majority of living beings, part and parcel of God, they are in the spiritual world. Only a few falls down.
Does Krishna know ahead of time that a soul is going to be foolish and fall?
Krishna? Yes, Krishna may know, because he is omniscient.
Are more souls falling all the time? As a
Not
student?
all the time, but there is the tendency of fall down. Not for all, but because there is independence. Everyone is not liking to misuse the independence. The same example. It's like a government constructing a city and constructs also prison house. Because the government knows that somebody will be criminal. So their shelter must be also constructed. It is very easy to understand. Not that 10% population will be criminal. But government knows that some of them will be. Otherwise, why they construct prison house also? One may say, where is the criminal you are constructing? The government knows, no, there will be criminal. So if the ordinary government can know, why God cannot know? because there is tendency.
The origin of that tendency is?
Yes.
From where does that tendency come?
Tendency means the independence. So, everyone can know that independence means one can use it properly, one can misuse it. That is independence. Therefore, it is the duty of the human being how to control the mind, not act like cats and dogs. That is human being. He should be inquisitive. Why this happening? Why this happening? And he should take education. That is human life. That is the difference between human being and dog. That's what Vedic injunction is. Go and inquire. You have got this human form of life. Athata Brahma Jigyasa. Now this is the time for inquiring about the soul. Tad vijnanartham sa gurumeva avigachet. If you want to understand this science, then go to proper guru and take lessons from him. The same thing as we instruct our children, if you want to be educated in the higher status of life, go to school, go to college, take lessons. That is human society. The dog's father will never ask the dog, child, go to school. No, they are dogs. Come. The hippies are dissatisfied with the method of modern materialistic way of life. Is it not?
They have given away their possessions and they have chosen to
voluntarily they're giving up possession.
Ladies reporter from the Chicago Daily News.
And so they were prepared.
No, they're misguided. They want to have something new, but they are not accepting what is actually better. Some of them are accepting. But there is frustration, there is no doubt.
There is no doubt.
Frustration.
Frustration.
Yes. This way of materialistic way of life, like their fathers, grandfathers, they do not like. Is it not? Huh?
I think so.
Yes.
In Los Angeles, do you live in richness? Do you have a car and a chauffeur and a yacht?
I'm the guru of the richest country. Why shall I not have car? You follow?
No.
If I'm guru of the richest country, then why shall I not have a car?
So you have one?
I have many. In each center I've got at least 1 dozen cars. Just now I'm coming from Europe, Germany. They have got 19 vans. 19. They go interior villages. The Volkswagen, what is called
Volkswagen bus.
Bus, yes. So, our devotees are packed up in each bus and they go interior in the village. Similarly, in every center you have got. In Germany, in England, in Los Angeles, in New York, here also.
Yes. There's 9 vehicles here.
Huh?
9 vehicles.
You see.
9 vehicles in Chicago?
Yes.
Some spiritual leaders of various groups live in great richness. with a chauffeur and expensive cars and boats.
Yeah.
What about you?
Because I know you are envious, therefore I don't sit here. I'm sitting here. You are very envious when a spiritual master is honored very nicely by his disciples. You become envious. What can be done? But that is the etiquette. The spiritual master is honored as good as God. But if people you do not know, you become envious. Why this man is sitting in this position, in this gorgeous way? Why? What can be done?